Hello, and welcome to another episode of Meditate with Us. It is. What day of the week is this?
This is Thursday.
Thursday. It is
Yep.
Thursday morning, and we are in Timmins. A bit of a somber occasion. We're here for a funeral, but it feels really good to be here, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're in the right place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dad and I were chatting over coffee this morning, and we've just been having some great conversations, some of real depth and some sitting right up on the surface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dad, have you been meditating much at all in your life recently?
No, not in a formal sense.
Okay.
Just in a walking meditation.
Yeah, like we were talking about this morning, gratitude for appreciating nature as you walk through. Definitely a form of mindfulness, I agree.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and today in this, more formal practice of mindfulness meditation, what's your intention? What are you going to do in your mind when we're sitting?
I'm going to kind of clear my mind, and I'm going to be aware of thoughts that will inevitably come and go, and try to return gently to my breath.
Excellent. I loved all of that language. The one piece of language I would just get you to think about is clearing your thoughts. Sometimes that sets up an unrealistic expectation for people, in that it may be impossible to clear our thoughts. I don't know, but for me, in my experience, I experience thoughts just about always coming up. And sometimes people go into meditation with the goal of stopping their thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that idea of clearing your thoughts can lead you in that sort of way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm certainly not saying clear your thoughts is wrong, but just be aware of it sometimes leads people down that way of thinking. So
Okay.
yeah, but all the rest of your language I really appreciated. Awareness, absolutely, I think is a huge part of my practice. Being aware of that kind of internal voice, but also aware of kind of everything that's happening in the external environment, and kind of holding all of that in awareness as you witness your breath going in and out. How long do you want to meditate for today?
I'm thinking 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's great. I thought you'd probably say that, and I think that's an excellent time. So let's do it.
Okay. I'm ready to go.
So yeah, I invite you all to join my dad and I into just adopting a nice, tall, dignified posture. Really kind of intentionally activating some of the muscles in your pelvis, and kind of elongating all the way up through your vertebrae. Really having a tall, dignified, but gentle posture, and then allowing your eyes to settle somewhere down in front of you, and just really relaxing your eyes there. If you prefer, close your eyes, feel free to do that. I'm going to meditate eyes open today. And now I just encourage you to bring your attention to your breath. Don't manipulate your breath in any way. Just recognize your breath is going in and out. And so I'm now going to press start on the timer. And we can sit together in silence and stillness for the next 20 minutes until the timer sounds.
Well, that was a good meditation. I found myself feeling like I was in a quiet place, almost like in a cave. After such a busy day yesterday, traveling all day, always on the move, and difficult to even kind of close your mind off and even mentally meditate a bit. And so I appreciated the time today to just settle down and be kind of at peace. Although my mind was still busy with thoughts, I really appreciated the time.
Yeah. Yeah. The stillness.
Mm-hmm.
And it really does, we really do have to be intentional, because stillness won't just happen. Not the way that we've set up the world,
Mm-hmm.
right? It is a busy world. And in order to make progress, right, we always need to be pushing forward and moving forward. That's what we've been socialized to believe.
Mm-hmm.
So this practice of stillness really is profound. And I like the way that you described that today. And I agree with yesterday and the getting here, and there was a lot of thinking and feeling around that. So settling into the stillness and the quiet in this room was, I agree, it was lovely.
And kind of amazing, because we are in a downtown location right off Main Street, and so you wouldn't expect that there'd be the stillness that there is, although the snow brings that sometimes. It
It
muffles
does,
the
doesn't it?
sounds. And
There was one truck I definitely attended to, and when I did, I thought, that was the first external noise that I've really even been aware of. Yeah. I had an interesting experience. Right as I pressed start, my foot cramped. Like the instant I pressed the start button, my foot cramped, which I thought was interesting timing. And I think I've told you, and I've certainly said it here, that I've been sitting through foot cramps before I would have stood up and reacted to it, but I've been sitting through them. And so it quite quickly dissipated and didn't return. But what that allowed me to do is really appreciate not being in pain for the remainder of the meditation. There was this just gentle gratitude that my foot is no longer cramped. And I thought, that's really, like I mentioned, some of our conversation has been fairly deep, and that's the space that our depth has gone, is that light and dark, that balance in our lives. And I've been talking about Joseph Campbell and reading Joseph Campbell, and he really talks about that. Carl Jung talks about the shadow. You almost need the foot cramp to appreciate not having a foot cramp.
Well, I was thinking about a meditation we did some months ago in Peru, and there were some insects involved, and it was hard to keep with the meditation and not be slapping insects. And I thought the beauty of today that we don't have all those distractions.
Yeah.
But they are just kind of challenges, as your foot cramp was.
Yeah. The other thing that came up for me loud and clear, and I wanted to make sure I shared today, was how grateful I am of you, Dad. You're the person that has been a guest on this show the most, more than anybody else.
Really? Well.
And I just feel you've been so supportive of, my meditation practice and just my sort of personal growth and some of the conversations we've been having on the way up, and your willingness to meditate with me. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for saying that.
So I invite you all, and you as well, Dad, if you want to bring your hands together and bring them to heart center, and if you like, you can bow and say namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, Dad. Namaste. Take care, all.